back 2 hours. As I said, I've been trying to catch up for 3 days because I've been worn out and did my mom's health and just a lot of stuff. Work, my mom's health, trying to just But anyway, I went back 2 hours and Charles sacrificed. I'm gonna say allegedly sacrificed Harry to bring Camilla in as turn about lost as the queen after oh, I'll never marry Camilla. Married her. Oh, I never did it. She'll never be queen. Okay. Ooh, Tisa, of course, gives you the step by step which she got. She'll tell you who she got it from, but excuse me, I got it from Tisa. Oh my God, I would have never thought. I wondered why back in the day, they would always show Harry when he was drinking or something. Harry doing this, Harry doing that. They never showed William doing stuff. Excuse me, Lord. Like at the Diddy, Diddy threw something it was for Diana, remembering Diana a while back. He threw up something. Okay, Harry and the brother with the know her, Harry and William was in attendance because it was for their mama. And they always show Harry and Diddy together. They don't show William. William was right there too, but they cropped William out. So every time you see Harry, when you saw Harry on that one time with Diddy at celebrating Princess Diana, William was also there, y'all. They cropped him out. I saw it. I saw the whole picture. And they just cropped out Harry. I mean, William. You know what and they started talking, and go back to 1994, those of you that were born and old enough, like me, go back, think about it. When I saw this just now, I was like, oh, no wonder they never showed William in his adolescent stage, right? Harry drunk. Harry smoked a little weed. Harry everything bad about Harry when he was growing up. But William, no, they ain't show. All right, now I'm gonna let Tisa talk to you step by step how it went, and then you understand what I am saying. Those so-called, they're royals to some, like I said, but sick people to me. Lord. All right, let me listen to it, y'all. Listen. Thank you, Tisa. You the girl.
Hey, what's going on, guys? And what's up, Sussex Squad, y'all? There is a new theory out at Sussex Squad that I have to bring y'all because, baby, this is good. Do you know that there are people coming out saying that Charles sacrificed Harry in order to rehab Camilla's image? You know how Charles was desperate for the Queen to give Camilla her approval to reign as Queen. So this is what the streets are saying. He made a deal with the Queen, like, all right, fine, we'll bail Andrew out and he can live a royal life, but you got to say Camilla is the Queen of all people. And Queen Elizabeth's just like, whatever, fine. You and your little My Little Pony can go play. However, they're also saying that the reason why the press historically, not just with Meghan, has always been so harsh and cruel and vile with Harry is the fact that, are you ready for this?
Hmm.
And I think there's something to it. Charles had already traded Harry decades ago because the news media needed something to sell headlines. And instead of ripping apart Camilla, which would have been easy because after that whole Princess Diana passed away, he offered up his youngest son. He couldn't offer up the heir, but he could offer up the spare. And he made a deal with the UK press to let them go after his son. This is years before Meghan even was known, to go after his son in exchange for Camilla getting favorable press coverage. Now listen, obviously Harry is Charles's son. He looks just like Phillips, more like Phillips than Charles in his missing chin. But I see why people went through these rumors of, is that even Charles's son? Because he don't treat him like he is family at all. Y'all, let's get into this. This is from Kyo Amakri on the Twitter. He says, it's his handles, anyway, he says, King Charles sacrificing family for public image. Now, this is directly from Great Britain News, but he does a really good point surmising it, and I want to read this to you guys. Recent allegations have surfaced that King Charles allowed or even encouraged negative stories about his son Prince Harry to circulate in the media. The motive behind the strategy was reportedly to improve public perception of his relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, who was widely vilified as the other woman responsible for breaking up Charles's marriage to Princess Diana. Now, off the bat, I said, you're on to something, because I found it so weird that the press, who go in on anyone, and Diana, especially breaking up that marriage and passing away, was one of the biggest stories that ever rocked the UK, that they just stepped away from it and started focusing on Diana's son, Harry. Charles made a trade, and as much as people like to blame Meghan, Meghan was Harry's savior. They'd been treating him like crap for years, and he finally got sick of it. For many years, Camilla was publicly condemned as the mistress who shattered the fairy tale marriage of Charles and Diana. Determined to rehabilitate Camilla's public image, Charles engaged in a long-term effort to make his relationship with her more accepted. He did. Remember when he promised the public, vowed to the country, that he would never marry her, and then he married her, and he promised she would never make her queen, and then he made her queen? Charles is a liar, and he does the soul roll. That's why we flip out so much when Kensington Palace announces something and then they walk it back. The reason we flip out so much about that is quite simple, because that's the way Charles rolls. He announces something, he waits for the backlash, he walks it back, pays attention to what everybody says, and then he charges forward. He is a man of his word. He definitely is. New claims suggest that his fanatical quest to normalize the Camilla situation, in doing that, Charles may have thrown Harry under the bus by facilitating negative stories about him to divert attention away from Camilla. I 100% believed, because do y'all remember back in the day the way they descended upon Harry? Every party, every girlfriend, when he went shopping, Harry could not do right.
Exactly. Now, do y'all remember? Y'all remember? Everything Harry did was publicized in the public, and William, nothing. Like he was just the perfect child. He ain't do nothing wrong. Ooh, y'all know how I feel about him.
Notably, media figures are reportedly growing tired of the relentless attacks on Harry and are beginning to reveal the truth about the dynamics between Charles, Camilla, and Harry. These allegations paint a troubling picture of Charles, potentially prioritizing his relationship with Camilla over his duty as father to Harry. Duty as father, duty as king. As much as they want Meghan to be the one that took down the monarchy, it was Charles. Charles isn't even even the Queen spent a lot of time with William. Charles doesn't even talk to William's kids like that. Charles is the problem. Now, let me say this, right? When they say the media is growing tired, okay, let me just say this. I think that the upper echelon of the media knew what was going on and Kate was faking. Maybe. I don't know. She was getting surgery. Something was going on. Because look at that new face. Look at that new nose. Look at those new teeth. Look at that new jaw. Look at the way she now looks the same age as Meghan Markle. Come on now. During chemo. Get the hell out of here with this dumbness. But let me just say this, right? I think that the media feels like they're duped. I think they have no more access to Meghan and Harry. And I think at the end of the day, more than anything, they love money. And now that that Charles has a slimmed down monarchy, and now that even though they can put something like, "Oh, we hate Meghan and Harry," and you might get a little bit of views, they need new juice. They need new gossip. Now that Charles banned Harry and Meghan, they can't keep reporting on whenever Meghan makes jam. I mean, I know they will, but it was nothing like the heyday they were having when Meghan and Harry were in the UK. So now Charles won't let them back in the UK. William won't let them back in the UK. It's a slimmed down monarchy. I think the press is like, yeah, listen, no, you're going to have to give us something. And guess what? We smell where the smoke expire. And at the end of the day, the one thing they love even more than the monarchy is making money. And the monarchy used to make the money. But by banning Harry and Meghan, they can no longer do that. So they're saying Charles's relationship with Camilla, now Queen Camilla, has been fraught with controversy since its inception. Their affair, which began in the early 1970s and reunited in the mid-1980s, played a significant role in the breakdown of Charles's marriage to Diana. This tumultuous history made the public and media scrutiny intense, necessitating a significant public relations effort to rehabilitate Camilla's image. Remember a couple of years ago when William said because his mom wasn't in the right mind, he wanted to ban her panoramic interview? Now I look back to that, Charles was making a deal with William that if...
Ooh, y'all know what she's talking about? She talking about, remember when Princess Diana gave that interview, non-scripted, nothing, and that's when... And William's trying to say his own mom was like not, totally. Was like, ooh. But I remember she gave an interview, and she snuck and she done it. All right. And then it was publicized. It was nothing they could do about it. Ooh, I wish I knew the name of it because I know it's still up. I know it's still running because it was all over the TV. I remember it. It looked like it was it didn't look like a TV screen. It looked like, what you call it, panoramic, when you watch stuff on the wall, say. You put a sheet on the wall and you have your little projector. That's it. That's the way the film was looking. It had a little color in it. But I remember Charles. Oh my God. Y'all. Camilla. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Uh-oh. The double clutch.
Charles banned Harry. They would ban that panoramic interview, at least in the UK, and think that people could stop talking about them. Anyway, one key figure in this PR campaign was Mark Boland, Charles's former top aide, who allegedly helped leak negative stories about William and Harry to the press. Sandy Henney, Charles's former press secretary, also shed light on these PR efforts in 2015 BBC documentary Reinventing the Royals. These actions align with the narrative in Prince Harry's memoir Spare, where he describes feeling undermined and sidelined by the royal institution. The claims reveal a side of Charles willing to sacrifice his son's well-being for the sake of public approval and the normalization of his relationship with Camilla. The increasing willingness of the media to scrutinize the royal family's actions toward Harry and Meghan indicates a shift in public sentiment. The potential that a father might sacrifice his son's well-being to protect his own and his partner's image speaks volumes about the complexities and the
Mm.
dysfunction within
Mm-mm.
the royal family. In conclusion, these revelations suggest a prioritization of image over familiar duty, highlighting the lengths to which Charles may have gone to ensure the acceptance of his relationship with Camilla. Now, listen, also, Nikki Rayner, shout out to you. Thank you so much for putting this on my radar. Let me just say this, right? We have to stop. Here's the problem: words have power. When we call them the royal family, we keep imagining a family like of people that actually like each other. The
Mm.
royal family are nothing but a people that share blood, that are born into a power hungry thing, and they feel no kinship to each other. Cherry Willis said King Charles sacrificed his marriage to the late Princess of Wales, Diana, for his bit on the side, Camilla. Charles, thinking it was funny, would tell a young Harry, "Who knows if I'm even your father? Maybe your real father is in Broadmere." Conveniently forgetting that Diana had at least 3 affairs before Charles rekindled his relationship with Camilla. This is Dave Randall. This is in answer to that question. The Derangers are saying, you conveniently forgetting that Diana had 3 affairs and Kate had 12. What's your point? Listen, Mary said, what I love about this is that Harry and Meghan are just living their life, and the royal family has done this to themselves. Again, at the end of the day, right? Kathy also said, true this, I've noticed a swing away from Harry and Meghan abuse and a lot more questioning of the royal family. Charles is weak and desperate for Camilla to be accepted. She's a manipulative Shrew and will never be fully accepted. A firm believer in the truth will always come to light. Let me just say this. Camilla is all those things, but Charles is 10 times worse. And Charles has the power. And again, I'm sure Camilla suffered countless indignities at Charles's hands. Look at her face. Look at that body. Look at that personality. Like, I'm being serious. He was the King of England. I'm sure she had to literally bow down to every little sick fetish and desire he had. And you know the company that Charles keeps. The point that I bring this up is to actually say that at the end of the day, this little stunt that William and Kate pulled, I know they think they'll get past this in a year or two. They're never coming back to this. They have lost all public trust, and everybody finally sees them for who they are. Pathetic, weak, useless people gripping to money and power, but without any type of work ethic, intelligence, or even moral integrity. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to you later. Bye.
Ooh, what do y'all think about that? Now, if she didn't break that down, the person that sent it to her, and then with her writing, they broke it down. You hear me? You, I've never thought about it. I wondered why, but my mind don't think people do that kind of stuff. But oh my, now it makes perfect sense. But Megan, he's happy now though. Charles, it's on you because Diana been watching over her youngest son. Yes, she already knew. Diana already knew. Y'all, I just spotted some on the news I thought was newsworthy. Not right now. Okay, but yeah, so put in the comments if you think Prince Charles sacrificed Prince Harry, for Camilla to make her queen. Cause she was not supposed. They supposed to drag her. They supposed to drag her for causing the rift between Charles and Diana. Yeah, they supposed to drag her, but Charles loved Camilla so much, he sacrificed his youngest son. Oh my God, I knew something. Not only are they prejudiced toward anybody that's not Caucasian, but anybody, Italian, it don't even matter. Or then I'm not gonna go that far. Okay, this is the end. I'm stopping because y'all know I can go. Sacrifice your son. Are you crazy? For never. But this is the end of this one. I didn't think I was gonna do any royals today, but I had to do that one. Had to. So just leave your comments down below and I will see them and I will talk to you later. I love y'all. Be safe. Be safe out there. All right. Bye.